This is designed to help you, the courier, collect and deliver consignments to and from the trains that form the 5PL logistics service. These trains are actually operated by East Midlands Trains and run into the domestic platforms, that's platforms 1 to 4 at St Pancras International Station. We'll be guiding you through accessing the station, where to park, the correct route through the station to the East Midlands Trains platforms, and how to load and unload the trains. We'll also point out some important health and safety considerations. St Pancras sits between two one-way streets, Pancras Road to the east and Midland Road to the west. You need to be on Pancras Road in order to access the understation parking area, which is on the Zone 2 access road. Proceed from Euston Road into Pancras Road, keeping King's Cross Station and then the Great Northern Hotel on your right. The main entrance to the station is towards the north end on the left-hand side, where St Pancras International is clearly visible on the glass canopy above the station entrance. Continue over the zebra crossing and past the main entrance, where the road curves around to the left. Within 20 yards or so, you'll see a sign giving advance warning of the Zone 2 parking areas. Continue to the next zebra crossing, noticing another sign on the left for the Zone 2 parking area, and turn left immediately after the crossing into the Zone 2 entrance. You'll see ramps on the road and a security cabin on the right. Wait until a member of the security team comes to your vehicle. Tell them that you've come to make a collection from or delivery to East Midlands Trains, and that your company has the permission from Network Rail to park in this area. It's known by station staff as the coach road. Park in one of the main bays on the left-hand side. On leaving your vehicle, look for the sign directing you to all trains and pass through the automatic door into the corridor. Continue past the station reception office on the right-hand side and the toilets also on the right, and past Monsoon on the right into the food hall. Continue straight ahead towards the market, keeping Monsoon and Pret-a-Manger on your right. The station can be a very crowded place, and the following care must be taken. Large consignments should not be carried if they obscure vision. Use a trolley. When moving consignments through the station, take care to avoid colliding with other station users. In wet weather, certain areas of the station can become slippery, so take care to avoid slips and trips. There's a heavy security presence, so ensure that your ID is visible at all times. Continue along until you reach the market, where you'll see the shop, Sourced Market, in front of you, beneath the main departure boards. Bear to the right, and at the end of Source Market, turn left into the main train shed. At this point, you'll be on the lower level and need to be on the upper one for East Midlands Trains. There is one set of escalators and two lifts linking the two floors. Small items can be carried up the escalator, but anything larger must go via the lifts. At the top of the escalators, bear to the right or left and continue along towards the far end of the station. If you use the lift, double back on yourself when you leave the lift. The East Midlands Trains concourse is at the north end, that's the new part of the station. Proceed beneath the departure boards to the information desk, which sits between the two sets of barriers. Present your company identification to the desk personnel and request the 5PL courier keys. Ask the information desk or barrier staff which platform the train will arrive or depart from. These times will be advised by your controller, and then proceed to that platform. East Midlands Trains operate two types of train in St Pancras, the Class 222 Meridian units and the older high-speed HST. The Class 222s can easily be identified as their unit numbers are clearly shown under the windscreen. The 5PL consignments only travel via the HSTs, and it's only this type of train that you'll need to access. The vast majority of consignments are carried in the 5PL locker. On every HST, this can be found in the first class carriage F. The first class part of the train is easily identified by the red circles above the windows and the first class being stencilled on the doors. Carriage F contains the kitchen and buffet unit, and doors can only be opened at the end where the 5PL locker is situated. If you look across the carriage in the photo to the carriage door on the opposite side, you'll see the compartment to the right of the orange hand grip alongside the door, and the locker is further identified by a 5PL sticker. Open the locker using the long key. Remove the consignment, checking that you have the right number of items and that each one carries a 5PL sticker. Check with your controller if you have any doubts or feel the consignment has been tampered with in any way. Relock the locker and be sure to return the key to the information desk. Be very careful when accessing platforms when trains have just arrived, as you'll be moving contrary to the main flow of people getting off the train. If you're using a trolley, please wait until the majority have cleared the platform before moving ahead. In wet weather, the platforms can become wet and slippery, so do take additional care. Also, be wary of the gap between the train and the platform. If you happen to drop anything onto the tracks, under no circumstances should you attempt to recover it. Immediately inform a member of station staff. At all times, when on and around the station, follow any request made by station staff or the security services. If you see any suspicious items or behaviour, please report it immediately to a member of staff or a police officer. Thank you for your cooperation.